Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. First carry for James Conner, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore is 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Love under pressure, and they got to him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here, just try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. How about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, that's taken in by Ertz. A nice catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Love trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to look deep for Moore. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And oh, what a catch there by Marshall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Working out of the gun. Love checks this down to Hubbard.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Murray now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Throwing, Love. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Love looking to throw it. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Going back to Love. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
I can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much? And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can...
Touchdown, Carolina! Terrace Marshall, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their line.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Max Williams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big play there for Carolina.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
First down, Love to pass. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. More now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. After the sack on first down, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hey, 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. I got you. I got you, son. I got you.
On 3rd down, Love. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Zach Ertz has it complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Murray going to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Murray now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Again, he finds more. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catcher
taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years. But
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Play action this time with Love. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it's an important win in terms of state.